Welcome back as we continue to reveal the WIAA Girls Basketball State Tournament brackets. We continue with Division I Sectionals 3 and 4. The number 1 overall seed goes to the defending Division I champions of Arrowhead. They will meet the winner of Janesville Parker and Janesville Craig. Now to the 8-9 matchup, McGuanago, the 8 seed, facing Madison La Follette, the 9 seed. On the other side, Madison Memorial is the 5 seed and will meet 12-seeded Middleton. And Verona, the 4 seed, they will take on 13-seeded Watertown. Continuing on, Oregon, the 3 seed, will be up against 14-seeded Sun Prairie East. Sun Prairie West, earning the 11th seed, they will face 6-seeded Kettle Moraine. On the other side, for the 7-10 matchup, it's Oconomowoc as the 7 seed, taking on 10-seeded Beloit Memorial. Madison East and Madison West will face each other, and the winner of that game will meet the number 2 seed in Waunakee. All right, let's talk more about Arrowhead, the defending Division I champions, taking down Neenah in last year's title game. Daisha, what can you tell me about this year's team?
Arrowhead is a well-oiled machine. I mean, everyone knows their roles. It's 5 girls playing as one. And of course, they have that superstar and that junior, Natalie Cuso, who's averaging about 25 points. Most of those girls from that state team last year are returning, so I think they're hungry for more. Why not go back-to-back? What do you think, Norb?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, I think it's a lot of just the other pieces for them. Can they get enough? And maybe defensively, figure things out a little bit more, because at times this year, maybe that's been a little bit of their issue. But, again, Natalie Cuso, very outstanding player. Bella Sams is also very good for them. I mean, again, they got a lot of very good players, and it's just a matter of going out there and showing everybody what they can do again.
All right, a lot of potential for Arrowhead, and Arrowhead defeated Verona in last year's sectional final. Norb, can you see a rematch from these two teams this year, and can Verona possibly get their revenge?
Well, I think there's a possibility of that rematch. I think it's going to be a very tall task for Verona. I think that team is much different than they were last year. The record may be similar, a couple less losses, but, the conference in the Big H isn't that strong, to be honest, and they didn't play the teams in the non-conference they played last year, so I think it most likely would be Waunakee probably to get through there, but Verona knows how to win, and teams that know how to win, even though maybe you look at them on paper, they're not quite as good, they find a way sometimes.
All right, let's wrap up Division I with the final sectional. The number 1 seed goes to Muskego. They played Arrowhead tight this year, splitting the 2 meetings. They will face the winner of West Alice Hale and West Alice Central. For the 8-9 matchup, St. John's earns the 8 seed. They will take on 9-seeded Racine Case. On the other side, 5-seeded Badger will face 12-seeded Kenosha Tremper. And then it's Oak Creek with the 4 seed. They will match up against Milwaukee Reagan, the 13 seed. Milwaukee Bradley Tech and Arts receiving the 3rd seed. They will have the opportunity to meet 14-seeded Franklin. Milwaukee King is the 11th seed. They'll take on 6-seeded Westosha Central. On the other side, Milwaukee Hamilton Audubon, the 7th seed, meeting 10-seeded Kenosha Indian Trail. Milwaukee Riverside and Racine Horlick will go head-to-head. The winner will have the chance to try and upset 2-seeded Kenosha Bradford. When we come back, we dive into the Division II bracket and hear from Edgewood head coach Laura Stavanis.